Hey guys, I'm Sherry. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a full-time nomad. I said yes to the road a little over 10 months ago. I've traveled across the United States. I started my journey when I was 59 in 2025 and turned 60 in October. The goal was that this was going to happen. I researched, I planned, and I made it happen by the time I was 60. That was the goal. And I have met a lot of other women out there on the road that are also full and part-time nomads that are traveling by themselves. And it is just so empowering and encouraging and inspiring when I meet those women to know that there are other women out there doing what I'm doing. I'm towing a travel trailer, which is a little different than being in a van. A lot of women are in vans or in Class A's, Class C's. That's all one piece of equipment. Some of them are towing their Jeeps or their vehicles behind their rig. But there's a lot of terms that you learn as you're going through this journey that you may not have ever heard of before. And when you get out and you start talking to other nomads, you find out what it's all about. And I'm constantly learning. I'm learning continually. I'm constantly learning. And who would have ever thought at the age of 60, I'd be learning all this stuff. I'd be getting excited at talking to groups of guys about solar panels, wattage and voltage, and what my rig is made up of. You have to be open to learning. That's one of the first things. You have to be open to learning. You have to be open to being alone, doing things on your own, because when you get out there on the road, you may not be with people all the time, and you really get in touch with yourself and who you are, and it's just an incredible time of personal growth. So we're going to grow together. Here we go. Currently, I'm coming to you from the desert. I am in a wildlife refuge, cactus everywhere. I just wanted to share my journey with you, share the challenges, the struggles, the ups and the downs, the exciting parts of the journey, and share with you how you can do it also. I was scared to death, okay? I had never towed anything in my life, never done it. It was the first time. Didn't know what stabilizers were, didn't know what the propane tanks looked like. I didn't know how to keep anything warm, didn't know what solar panels were or power stations. I didn't know any of that stuff. I had to learn. I had to learn all of it. And I'll never forget that day I bought my Airstream, got in my Jeep Gladiator, and towed her to a park 15 minutes away. First time I'd ever towed anything at all. Got there, had never backed into a campground spot ever. The guy next to me spotted me. I did it all though, but he helped me. And it was the most empowering thing I've ever done in my life. Scared to death, white knuckling the steering wheel, crying as I'm going down the road, totally amazed that I'm actually doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this. If you would have told me like 5 years ago I would be doing this, I would have laughed at you because I'm not mechanical. I didn't know anything about RVs or trucks or any of the things that go along with this. There is a lot, but thankfully there's YouTube, because YouTube can teach you everything. And I've leaned on other van lifers, RV lifers, people that live the nomad life, part-time, full-time. They've been so much help to me. One thing you have to do, you have to humble yourself to ask for help. And sometimes that's not always easy. Now I have traveled over 8,000 elevation mountains up in Montana. I have traveled Highway 1 going down through California on those sharp cliffs that overlook the Pacific Ocean. I have gone through the Redwood Forest. I have gone through Yellowstone. I've gone to so many incredible places towing my little Airstream. If I had said no and looked fear in the face and said I can't do it, I would have missed out on so much. But instead, I looked fear in the face. I said, let's do it. I boondocked in the middle of forests, in the middle of deserts, on the edge of a cliff overlooking the Pacific coast. I have camped in the Redwood Forest in California. I've camped on the beach. One thing you have to really overcome when you start this nomad journey is you have to overcome being alone, okay? You have to be okay with being by yourself because you're not going to always have somebody you're traveling with. I've traveled most of my journey all by myself. Do I get lonely? Nope, I don't. I read, I podcast, I write, I'm writing a book, I create content, I work. I work straight from my RV with my Starlink, and I get the job done. That's what you do, just like you would in your office at home. This is my home and my office, and I do it right out here in the middle of the desert. I work with a lot of women who are ready for that next chapter of life, and I have Silver Mermaid Hangouts where I chat with people from my Airstream. The Silver Mermaid, that's her name. I do that with women. I mentor them and help them as they go into the next chapter of their life. If you have any questions about my journey or there's a certain topic you would love for me to share and discuss, drop it in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from where you are joining me and just get to know you better and just create this awesome community of people who want to learn, who are already RV van lifers. And we will grow and we will learn together. Thank you so much for joining me.